Hey y'all! Alright, so we're doing an impromptu unveiling and unboxing. So I got a package in the mail from an auction that I did a few weeks ago that I'm really excited about. I'm going to unbox. And then I picked up a couple of things at an estate sale. And then also this little antique place in Long Beach that I hadn't been to before. But I just stopped in really quickly because I was in the area. So I figured, why not? So we will start with the estate sale, and then we'll do the unboxing, and then we'll do the stuff from the store because I'm going to have to actually go outside to show you the rest of it because one of the items is in my car and I'm not bringing it all the way in the house and then taking it back. So the estate sale I went to, a couple of things. You should recognize some of them at least. So let's start with this. So this I picked up, and of course, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know globes are not something I collect, but I have a friend who does. So I picked this bad boy up. It comes apart, it's got a couple of pieces. So this part comes off in there. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it does. It just stands. Super cute. And what I really liked about it, so since this part comes off, I'm sure there's probably like a certain way it's supposed to sit on here. Globes are not my area of expertise, so I will let her figure that out. Although maybe I had it right the first time because that looked actually closer. Ooh, I don't know. But what I liked about it was, so she likes globes that are like kind of different and unique, you know. If they all look the same, then it's just not fun. So here, actually, we'll pull this piece out. But what was cool about this one I noticed was actually the writing that's on it. So the way that things are labeled, sorry guys, is what I thought was really cool. So like, looking here, where was it that I saw that I thought was interesting? So obviously, you know, it's got some interesting graphics on it, but oh, there we go, Arabia. I just thought that was, like, I saw that and I thought that was really interesting. So like the way that things are labeled is kind of unique on this one, which I'm sure is kind of like a date indicator. Again, not my area of expertise, but I saw it and I knew my friend Brittany would like it. Or I hope my friend Brittany will like it. She probably won't tell me if she doesn't like it, but hopefully she actually does. So that is the first piece that I got as a gift. As you know how I feel about gifts, I love to give them. Nothing brings me more joy. So I don't break that. Now, this, I'm sure you can tell what this is. Ashtray, which doesn't look like anything super fancy. And it's not super fancy. I mean, it's metal, but I liked it not only because it's metal, but it's got, if you've seen any of my previous videos where I have an ashtray, the ones I have in the middle, they have a piece like this. So this, if you don't know what that is for, you would take your little the box of matches, and it sits right on top there. So you are never without matches. So that is why I picked this up. I like the ones with the little matchbox thing in there. I just think that's super fun. I don't see too many of them. The glass ones I see more. And the older ones, because like newer ones, they don't have the match thing in it. Like the ones you get as like souvenirs or whatever don't tend to have those. So I liked that. I thought that was fun. So put your little matchbox in there. You're good to go. Smoke away. This I picked up in conjunction with the other thing at the estate sale. So stapler. I know it's just a stapler, but I just thought it was really fun. I think it works. Hold on, I had this open the other day actually. Hold on. And by the other day, I mean when I got it. How did I do this? Oh, forward. There we go. So it opens up. Looks like it is standard staples from what I can tell. Yeah, oh, it actually says that. For all standard staples. It does say to use Swingline staples. Swingline obviously being the brand, as you can see. But so swing line, stapler, older. I just thought that was like really fun. I feel like this would be really useful for like a whole mess of like thick papers. Oh, it's also a speed stapler. If you did not know that, I did not know that was a thing. Underside has obviously all of its markings. I want to say it's Long Island. Yep. So you can see under there. It's got all the markings and stuff under there. And underneath of this cute little press for tacking, which I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to press it because I'm not sure what that does. But it is from Long Island City, if you did not know. Never heard it called Long Island City. I've always just heard it called Long Island. So Long Island City, New York. So that is my fun stapler I got. By the way, it was $2. So why not? And then this next piece from the estate sale, if you watched my last video, you've seen one of these and you should know exactly what it is. This was actually the first thing I picked up when I got there because I saw it and was like, because I had just done the video. So you guys, you remember what this is, right? Look, it's in great shape. There's your, oh, sorry, upside down, guys. There you go. There's your marking on the bottom. You remember what this is, right? Stamp moistener. Yeah, little one, little baby stamp moistener. It is missing, so it's held in there with, that's actually a screw. Well, it's actually a nail that's in there, which is totally fine by me because I paid $2 for it. You can't say no to $2. But I saw this and was instantly like, yeah, okay, sorry, I have to have another one of these. So I have another stamp moistener now, just because why not? Why not? It's fun. So those are my estate sale purchases that I picked up the other day because I do love a good estate sale. Let's do the box next. Actually, let's do the box next. So this is what I bought today from the antique store, but we'll save that. So we'll set that right there. So I did an online glass auction a couple of weeks ago, and it was specifically a Fenton auction. Now they had other things besides Fenton glass, but I tuned in. So it was local, but they did the whole thing online, and it was like legit auction, y'all. Like I'm talking like, if you've ever been to like a real live auction, this was that version, but like online. It was crazy, and super fun. And it lasted like all day long. So I had a couple of items that I specifically was interested in. So I kind of I left the whole thing on and then just didn't, I kind of just waited until the stuff that I was interested in came on. You could put in like a pre-bid, but then there was live bidding as well. So this is the one thing I got because everything else was way out of my price range because it was Fenton, but they had some super, oh my God, they had the most gorgeous, unique Fenton pieces that I've ever seen. They were gorgeous, but again, budget, way out of my price range. But this is the one piece that I got. So, and I stayed within my budget on this piece, by the way. I did not go crazy, in case anyone is wondering, like, have you lost your mind? I probably have lost my mind, but I did not when I purchased this. So I could have done local pickup. I planned on it. And then, life happens, as it tends to do. So they shipped it to me, which is fantastic. And it came today. So I swung by my house and picked it up because I'm dog sitting at the moment. You can only see the top of his head, but that is Denver. He's not in trouble anymore. He was in trouble yesterday. Yeah, he was not. Denver made an escape twice yesterday. Yeah, so he was in trouble. He's not in trouble today though, so we can be friends. But he is still kind of grounded. By kind of grounded, I mean he's not allowed outside by himself. Yeah, chasing a dog in 100-degree heat, especially a dog that you are responsible for caring for that does not belong to you. Yeah, a little stressful. So, yeah, he's a little bit grounded, but, he's at least sitting with me again. So, All right, so this piece is a Fenton piece. Now, there's some history to this piece. Of course there is, because I can't just buy something and not have a story attached to it. So, there you go. This, let's see if it's not marked on the bottom. I didn't think it would be. Most of Fenton stuff is not. Fenton normally has the sticker on it. If it doesn't have the sticker, it's not going to be marked, typically. Most Depression era glass is not marked on the bottom. It just kind of depends. But this is a Fenton 4 LG Wright maze patterned bowl, I guess. Bowl vase. I mean, you could really call it whatever you want. I want to say this is Dusty Rose, maybe. But you can see that light pink color, white, gorgeous. You can see that maze pattern and corn pattern. So what's interesting about this, they had several of these in different colors, of course, pink. They had one that was like a really, so this has kind of like that translucence to it. They had one that was like a much more opaque, very vivid pink, but it was like also like a darker pink, like more of like a rose pink. So, but I liked this one better because it's like a little softer. Matches my shirt almost, actually. But all that to say, what's interesting about this is, so this is Fenton 4 LG Wright. So I did a little bit of research, and LG Wright was another glass company. LG Wright did basically reproduction presses and molds. So they would kind of farm out the actual production of their pieces to other glass companies. And I want to say that in 1999, LG Wright actually sold their molds to a bunch of companies, Fenton being one of them. But prior to that, they were also using other prominent glass companies to actually manufacture their glass pieces. So this is a Fenton 4 LG Wright. So LG Wright is the one who came up with the mold, I guess, and then Fenton actually created the piece. So, a little bit of trivia for you there. And so this maze pattern is one that apparently is a little bit more difficult to find. They have it in other colors, like I already said. I've never seen this pattern before. Again, that's not saying a whole lot because I am still kind of a noob when it comes to this sort of stuff. But I just really liked, I liked the color. I liked that shape. Like I always like the round shapes. And then that like ruffle detailing at the top, I just think is always really pretty. Plus it's Fenton, you know how I feel about Fenton glass. So this is my Fenton 4 LG Wright maze bowl. And I just think that's super duper pretty. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it or where I'm gonna put it, but I own it now and I'm really excited about it. So there you go. So that was my unboxing piece. Now I have 2 more things in a little baggie and 1 thing outside that I got today at the antique store. So shifting from my random office supplies, my globe, and my glass piece to one of the other groupings of things that I collect, which I've already had one of. Hint. Ashtrays and lighters. So I picked up a new ashtray, 2 new ashtrays actually, 2 new ashtrays and a lighter at this cute little place in Long Beach. And I can't remember the name of it. It's not found. That's where I was headed, but then I passed this place and I tried to go to this place before, but they had been closed. So all that to say, so here is item number 1. And this is a lighter. And I think you can actually refill it because it looks like that bottom comes off. It looks like there was probably a piece here that was affixed to like keep it nice and it got pulled off, probably because someone tried to refill it. So I don't know that it works. Now, I wouldn't expect it to. I never actually use it. But so this is my lighter that I bought. And if you can't tell what it is supposed to be, it is a chess piece. My chess piece lighter. So I just thought that was really fun. Yeah, there's no flint in there. But again, I could probably fix it up if I wanted to. I don't ever use any of the lighters that I actually buy. They're just supposed to be fun and pretty. So this is my chess piece lighter. Fun. And this is something I have not seen before. This is an ashtray. It's a beanbag ashtray. Yeah, those are beans in there. Soft. Beanbag ashtray. All right, y'all, have y'all ever seen a beanbag ashtray before? Because if you have, I'd like to know where. I've never seen one before. And I did not even know that was a thing. To me, it sounds kind of like it might be a fire hazard, if we're being perfectly honest. But actually, the store, I was talking to the owner there, and she was telling me that the pieces that are in there, I don't know if all of them are from family, but a lot of them are. And so this piece here, actually, her grandmother, this was her grandmother's ashtray, and her grandmother would literally walk around holding the ashtray and smoking at the same time. So like this was like her portable ashtray, which I just thought was a fantastic story. And I told her I was going to share that because, as you know, everything I own has a story. And I just really like that visual of like grandma walking around smoking her cigarette and carrying her ashtray with her. I just thought that was fantastic. So this is my beanbag ashtray that I got. And I might need to like maybe I want to say tag. I might have to like pin these sides in. I might have to, yeah. Oh no, they're in plastic though. Okay, so it's like the beans are actually in plastic, but I still might want to like tack those just a smidge. But yeah, so beanbag ashtray. Like I feel like I want to walk around and like smoke with it. I don't even smoke real cigarettes at this point, and I certainly am not smoking in my house. So I wouldn't, but like, come on, that's a great visual. So beanbag ashtray. Now, one more item, but we're gonna pause because I gotta take you outside because I am not dragging this thing into the house because it is freaking heavy. So hold please. All right, y'all, so this is the last thing I bought. And I pulled it out of my car, but I am not carrying it in the house because it is heavy. So I bought another standing ashtray. Yep. So another standing ashtray, and it's like, I don't know, aluminum, brushed aluminum maybe, but it is heavy, like heavy. And I know that I'm like, you know, not all muscle or anything, but when I tell you it's heavy, it's got some weight. So that is the new standing ashtray that I bought, and I might actually let Jim use it outside just because why not? I'm trying to decide if I might like clean it, like paint it or something, some kind of like funky, I don't know, metallic spray paint or crackle paint or something. Probably not if I'm actually going to let Jim use it. But so this ashtray was actually the woman who owns the antique store. It was her stepfather's, and her stepfather used it. And so this also has some history to it. Of course it does, because everything that I own has a story, whether it's mine or someone else's. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you for indulging me as per usual, and have a great weekend, y'all. Bye.